All right, guys. Hello, hello. How you guys are doing? This is episode three of the Illusioncast. I know it's already like episode three. That's crazy, right? Season two has been amazing so far. Last week we had Vano, and before that we had like Lime King. Both were so amazing. We had a lot to like talk about, when it comes to like their music or like content creation, just stuff like that. It was pretty interesting. Lovely guys. But today we have another friend of mine, Jeesh. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, what's good? What's good? It's your boy Jeesh, aka your mama lover, aka Young Mr. Clean, aka Mr. Stomp him out in the bow tie, aka the Dookie Man. And 5,000. That number's not an exaggeration. I have 5,000.
Do you
Um,
actually?
no, no, I got like it's like it is. I'm memorizing the number. It's like 20. It's 20 something. I got a list somewhere, but I go by many names.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
yeah, I'm Jeesh and I make music,
Oh,
and I'm
that's
from Florida. What's
cool.
good?
Cool. Damn, I feel like I know so much people from Florida now. Like you, like Mari, like Peso. Like there's just so much people that's from
Yeah.
Florida that I know now. You know.
I don't know. The vibes have always been from that fucking state. It
Yeah.
ain't never left. It ain't never left.
Yeah.
It's
And
like
on.
it literally. I seen how the fucking just the influence of Florida is. Like you got Pete first, and then fucking Mari came along, and now you got me. Like shit is.
Yeah. It's like I wish Florida wasn't like a different planet.
Mm,
But like.
yeah, and that's how we got that influence. We just different over here. We
Yeah,
take it
which
over for
it's
us.
crazy. And to my understanding, aren't you guys all from was it Broward County? Is it?
So Mari and Pete are from Pete's from 305, so I think that's Miami. No, that's not Miami Dade. I think that's still Broward. But
Oh, okay.
they're both from Broward. Because Mari's 954, obviously that's his phone number code.
Yeah, that's this whole thing.
I'm in 561, which is Palm Beach. So I'm a little bit more northern than them. I'm not in their county. I'm the county adjacent to their county north.
Ah, okay, that's pretty cool. That's
So
pretty cool.
I'm like 30 minutes away from them. Just so like we definitely close enough to meet up just whenever.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. I was like thinking about the other day. I was like, damn, someone needs to like make like a collective of those people with like the area codes in front of the names and stuff like that. That'd be so dope. Because I was like
Yeah,
thinking
no,
about it.
I was I remember there was a whole thing of Ty was fucking around joking with Mari about like, oh, we gonna start a collective with all the people that happen to claim by a fucking collective because every fucking rapper in this goddamn circle is in a collective.
Oh,
Um,
okay, that's
yeah,
cool.
and they're like, we're gonna take Jeesh, and then like that's gonna be the fucking trifecta is like Ty, Mari, and Jeesh, and like that's gonna be the most unfuck winnable collective. But bro was joking.
Oh,
But I genuinely like when they did that. I genuinely gave it some thought. I was like, I mean, there really are some people like personally, selfishly. If I were to make a fucking collective, there are some people I would steal from collectives. Hands
oh,
fucking
okay.
down.
I
I would
mean,
I would even
like
kill it.
there's so many people who are like in multiple collectives already. So like,
Yeah.
what the first one that
Mm-hmm.
comes to mind is like Chubbs. He's like in 10 million.
Chubbs is in Otaku and he's in Otaku Underworld, right? Whatever that fucking
I
collective is.
I'm not sure. I thought it was like Fumble
Chubbs
Gang or something like that.
Rumble Gang, that's it. Chubbs
Fumble
is in Rumble
Gang, a
Gang.
loop,
He's in
um,
another one.
and another one. I feel like, oh god, he's in
Oh
so
god.
many.
Yeah, another one is Vasto too. Vasto's in C64, and Lockhart, and there's another one. I think they're in. I cannot remember.
She was a part of
But
Future at one point, I believe.
Team Future, he was a part of
Yeah,
Team Future.
yeah,
Yeah. For a little bit.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
he had his foot in a lot of different places. Who else was on multiple? I feel like there was someone else who was on.
Yeah, there's probably so many people that I can't even think about right now. I
I
know
was
there's
thinking
quite
about
a
Chubbs,
few.
right? Yeah, like Luke doesn't have anybody but Chubbs, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
Chubbs
really.
is only got
Yeah, I think
multiple.
everybody else in like Loop is just like only in Loop.
No,
So
the Luke. Yeah,
yeah, which
exactly.
is interesting. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
on that note though, speaking about Loop, well, not like the loop in Pacific, but like that whole week. A lot happened that whole week, you know, with NPC happening, but also like, you know, the cyber house stuff happening, and then like DreamCon happened. Like so much happened that week, and I'm so mad I didn't come. I should have came. I wanted to see my friends.
The vibes was lit.
It was lit. I saw from a distance. I was like, damn, I'm just like stuck home, like just watching everybody like afar. It's like that one SpongeBob meme, like Squidward, like looking out the window.
Yeah, I wish I did. I mean, I mean, okay, I don't completely, but a part of me wishes that I did what Pete did and was at the Cypher House and then went to NPC.
Yeah.
So that I could meet everybody on that week.
That would be fun.
I did some very important stuff in the days that I stayed for. So.
Are you gonna give us the leak?
I'm glad I stayed.
Are you gonna give us the leak? Are you gonna talk about it or no? Is it classified?
I cannot talk about it live, but me and the person that I did it with have already kind of said something about it. So if people know what I'm talking about, they know what I'm talking about. I haven't announced it live.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
It might be a thing. It might be a thing we release on Droptober though. So that'll be fun.
October is coming. That's gonna be a stacked month, I'm sure. For everybody.
Man, the things I wish I could say. The things I wish I could say.
Okay.
The things I wish I could say.
No, it's okay. You know, we like surprises over here. We love surprises. So it just gives us something, you know, to look forward to. Honestly. But yeah, about that whole week, like I said, before even the podcast even started, like I already told you, there's probably some stuff you probably can't talk about, but like, you know, just talk about the overall experience, because like you got to meet like a lot of people, like Peso, of course, like Shofu, like, and all his brothers, like CTC, like there's so much people that came there, like Shizzy, like I know Shizzy, I think Shizzy had y'all like laughing like every other minute while he was there.
Yeah,
as I was hearing.
Shizzy's different. Shizzy's exactly how he is in the vlogs. It's funny.
I love that. I love that, man. I would love to meet him one day. But also one person that was on a podcast of Lime King, we mentioned him like before, and you said you had like a story to talk about. What was it?
We did, yes. So but before this podcast, we were talking about how Lime King's like a cool fucking dude. Like, oh my, or it was a nice guy. Like, yeah, Lime King is fucking awesome, man. Like, I'm so like everybody in Cypher Gang is just so glad that he won for multiple reasons, because not only is he like just a great artist, he was a fucking vibe. Oh my goodness, like the Cypher House would not have been the same without him. That guy is amazingly just hilarious, bro. Just knows how to talk to people. It's just a great person. Just lights up all around. He's just an awesome dude. Yeah, I mean, but besides the fucking fact he kept calling me a piss chugger for inside joke reasons, which,
oh my god, whatever.
But besides that, no, dude is awesome. Dude is awesome, man. That's my brother for real. That's my brother.
Yeah. Oh god, no, like yeah, he's really amazing.
Shout out to Lime.
Yeah, definitely. I'm happy that he actually won the contest too, and it's interesting because I talked to him about it. He said he's so grateful because him and Blacklink were there too. Blacklink won the last one, I believe. So that was pretty interesting to see.
For like, it was such an amazing. This is like, I know a lot of people say we live in the right timeline. I was really fucking saying that shit when Lime King won, because I remember I didn't really watch the streams for the Cypher contest as much as I did like in 2019.
Yeah.
I actually tried out for the 2019 Cypher. I advanced like one round and then got dropped because I pronounced Golem wrong.
Damn! But, wait a minute, why do I remember that? That's so vague in my memory. Wait a minute,
if you can remember it, you can. I'm not pulling that shit back up.
Oh no, don't embarrass Jeesh like that.
No. But yeah, because I already knew that I was on the Cypher before the contest happened. I just couldn't say anything. Ty, that's why Ty fucked around, because me and Ty both knew that we were on the Cypher. We didn't have to enter the contest.
That's crazy. I thought that was the case with Shofi. I was like, that smart man. He probably did that way before.
Yeah, because there was a few people who caught on, like, of all these 900 entries, Jeesh is not one of them. What the fuck is going on? And the other people are like, why did Ty fuck up his entry? Does he not care? I thought he was a fucking...
You know what's funny? I think when they announced that week and we all found out that Ty was at the Cyber House, because apparently that got leaked early and Shove got mad about it or something.
Yeah, fucking Pete was like, oh yeah, we're dropping our new single, and had a fucking picture with them, like,
oh, of course he's my goodness.
Yeah, I was telling Pete, I was like, Pete, you may not want to drop that shit, and he's like, get the fuck out. I'm like, okay.
That's so funny. That sounds like Pete. Yeah, but between
Yeah.
Pete and playing like the beatdown like vlog like sport something too, like it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, some fucking dedicated super fans of mine zoomed in on like the reflection in the window
Shut
of
up.
one shot where he
Shut
censored my
up.
face.
No, they did
and they
not.
saw that it was me.
What?
And they fucking like sent me the little like zoomed in like 5 pixels of my face, and I'm just like, how the fuck did you know?
That-
And I got like a DM when the teaser for the vlog came out. They were like, congrats on getting on the cypher me, bro. I'm like,
Not.
no, I'm not on the cypher. What? How did you fucking figure
That's
that shit out?
crazy. We have detectives here? Like, what?
Like I think it was fucking Nine's bitch ass saw something and it was just like, hey bro,
Wow.
like, fuck up.
Not even like the actual episode, the teaser. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
just the fucking teaser of the vlog. Yeah, but I mean, Shofu knew that he wanted to, you know, have us revealed at some point during the trip, just so we could like post about all the shit we were doing and not have to worry about covering people's faces up and whatnot.
Okay, that's crazy.
Yeah, and I'm trying to remember all the things that I cannot say. Cannot say that. But there's a reason for that.
It's okay.
Why we were kept saying nothing, or why no one said anything about the fact that we were on the cypher while we were on the trip. But yeah, I mean, because I was gonna say something else to that.
Yeah, so you're in deep thought trying to remember.
I'm trying to remember what the fucking question was. I think I rambled a little bit.
What the question was? Oh, well, we were just talking about
yeah.
like the Lime King, like, and that kind of spouted off into like other things, like, you know, the stuff getting leaked and stuff like that.
No, because the main thing that I wanted to mention was just like how me and Ty had to fucking keep our trap shut about that shit.
Yeah.
We were both like, me and Ty have both been, oh right, meeting everybody in the cypher house. That's right, because I talked about shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nah, I remember, man, 2 years ago MomoCon at this point, or not, well, last year's MomoCon.
Yeah.
Where everybody was when ART was there.
Yeah.
Like I remember giving Ty like the biggest fucking goodbye hug of all time because I thought I was not going to see him for a very long time.
Oh, that's so sweet. Don't do that to me. That's so cute.
Because I know he lives in Canada and he's like all the people who live in the UK. I'm just like never gonna see those guys.
Oh, that's
so... not until MomoCon next year, maybe, possibly.
Yeah,
and
maybe.
Hopefully they bring that back.
The anime rap takeover. Hopefully they bring anime rap takeover back. I don't know.
They're coming back next year.
Oh, they nice.
Yeah, they said that ART's coming back next year, so I'm going back for that. I mean, I wasn't gonna go this past year if I didn't go with my college friends, but I'm definitely going back because they said everybody's.
Oh, cool! So I get to see you next year too, friend. I love that.
I got family in Georgia. I can always go to Georgia.
Yeah,
so
that's amazing.
I can always make an easy excuse to go down.
That is so sweet. I'm sorry, I can't stop. I can't get off of what you said about Ty. That's so sweet, actually. That's actually beyond sweet.
I really did like awkwardly long. I knew I was gonna miss him. So when me and him found out that we were on the cypher, you can imagine how fucking excited I was.
I bet that's such a cute story. You guys must have a nice friendship. You know, it's so funny because like I've always been in calls with like Ty and we of course we share like the same friends and stuff like that, but like for some reason we just never like, you know, talked often. Like I talked to him during MomoCon, like what was it, last year? And yeah, but any other time I don't really like talk to him like that, you know. I just kind of come across him maybe he's like in a VC call. It's not like I don't want to even be friends with him. It's just like I don't know. It just happened to be that way for some reason. Actually, funny enough, I actually was thinking about having him on the podcast too. You know.
Yeah, he's a funny one to approach for sure.
Yeah.
I don't blame you for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. So seeing Ty again at the Cypher House was awesome. Meeting a lot of the people who have been like OGs on the Pokemon side was quite an experience, and I kind of talked about it with them there with some people because for context, I have been a fan of the Pokemon Cypher since 2013. Deadass. I grew up. I will be no stranger to saying that I grew up on Shofu. Like
Same.
I was a small little dorky kid Pokemon fan, rap fan, found Shofu's ass and fucking TM87 Swagger, whatever that song was, and fucking just knew who he was and watched him a lot after that point. And so I knew about CTC, I knew about Shizzy, I knew about Matt Houston, I knew about Scoot and
G J-Wits.
G J-Wits.
Yeah,
I knew about all those guys. And man, like I remember in 2019 when he was like, yeah, try out to be on our cypher. I was like, I was daydreaming like, what if I met these guys? These guys are like all damn near my role models because this fucking cypher shit. And 2023 comes around, I don't even have to try out. Shofu just hits me up and says, you're on the cypher and you have no say.
I was about to say, like, that's so amazing. That means like you know, a lot of people respect you in this community and they really believe in you like a lot. That's like a lot of progress in like short amount of time. Like, I love that for you so much.
Yeah, it was a very humbling experience. It was a humbling experience for Shofu to just first hit me up, because the first time Shofu contacted me was just DMing me out of nowhere on a day like, we gotta work, bro. And then we got in a one-on-one call and made this repeat. That was a fun time. But you know, when he said that I was on the Pokemon cypher, I was just like, man, I felt kind of grizzled and veteran-y, because I was like, I like all the little fanboy daydreams I had about that shit. I kind of like grew up out of that phase, and I'm like, wow, I'm actually doing it. And it was sinking in its own different way, I guess. And when I finally got like to the cypher house, met all these people, my perception of it was more so that, you know, we were all on the same level. Like, these people that I watched growing up, that I was big fans of, that I always wanted to be like and get to the point of being just as talented as, were on the same cypher as me. And you know, it wasn't that it didn't even feel like I was a noob, because I was on that cypher because people respected me for the stuff that I made. And it was, and I think that was just a silent realization of just like, wow, I would have never expected. I mean, I dreamt of this happening. I wanted this to happen, but I would never have expected that I would feel this way about it. So it was and to this day, I still look at these fucking pictures about the cypher house in that week and still don't think that it happened. I genuinely still do not believe.
It was like a blur to you.
I don't get nice things, okay? Yeah. I don't get nice things. That shit, no, that never happened. Nope. Part of me is like, they photoshopped you in there, like.
That's funny.
that was it was an awesome week for sure.
Wow. And it's so funny, because I was gonna tell you who were some of your favorite people to actually meet there, actually, because I know everyone must have been amazing, but who really like stuck with you, you know, besides like, you know, Ty, like you said, and maybe Lime King.
Oh yeah, no, Ty always sticks with me. Lime King obviously stuck with me, absolutely. I love meeting Red again. I love getting to see that guy again.
I was going to say, because he wasn't actually on the cypher, but I saw him there, and I'm mad about him.
Red is my guy. Because Shofu really did make people sign the NDA for that shit, and so it was funny when people were like, "Yeah, Red wants to come over," and Shofu's like, "Make him sign that fucking NDA." But yeah, no, see, like, because I knew he was going to DreamCon, so I really wanted to meet him when I went down there.
I should have went. I'm so mad about that. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm gonna kick myself for not like going. Like, that sounds like such a fun time. Like, at least to like DreamCon or like something. Like, I would have loved going to Texas. Maybe I probably could have seen you. Maybe I probably could have saw you. You know?
Yeah. I mean, DreamCon was actually. I only went for one day. There was like, I know it was multiple days, and there were after parties and shit that a lot of people went to and got, you know, shit-faced drunk and whatnot. I went for one day and then like went home and stayed home the next day.
I feel bad.
The reason I stayed home that next day.
Oh.
But yeah, no. In that one day that I went to DreamCon with everybody, I got recognized like 4 fucking times. I was like, and I wasn't even like in my bow tie or nothing. I was just walking around in jeans and this exact fucking t-shirt, and people were just like, Jeesh, is that you? And I'm like, I'm walking here next to Ty Wild, and you look at me for like what? Like DreamCon was like I was that was a fun experience to meet people, you know, because there was one guy that like yeah, there was one guy that had me do like a signature for him. You know, that was like the first time I had ever really like had people stop me in public and be like, wait a minute.
That's so crazy. It's so cute. I love that. Yeah, because like you've been around for like a while, so people definitely know your name.
Yeah, I don't think I've been around enough. So it's just the fact that a lot of people were catching me, and like some of the fans I had conversations with who were asking me questions and stuff, like I could really see how much people cared about the shit that I did, which, you know, maybe I don't see a lot because that stuff really stuck with me. Fuck with those guys. I mean, shout out Kim, shout out Anthony or Anton, whatever his name is. I'm sorry if I can't remember his name. There were like a few other guys that caught me that I didn't know who they were, but those were the guys that like took a picture of me and were like, I met Jeesh. So those are the guys I remember. Shout out to those guys. I had good conversations.
That's great. Wow. No, that whole week just sounds like an amazing experience for you. Like, I just love that so much. This video.
Out of body.
Well, I'm glad that you got that nice experience, you know, especially during that time, you know, during summer, you know, it was like a nice vacation for you. Because you mostly like work.
It was not a vacation.
It wasn't a vacation for you?
We were sweating our asses off. It was 112 degrees.
Oh.
We were outside shooting every single fucking day.
Oh, really?
So it was not a vacation.
Oh, wow. Because, like, wait a minute. Because, like, what was it? How long did I stay there? Like 3 or 2 days? Or was it more than
9
that?
days. We stayed there for 9 days.
9 days in the cypher house? That is crazy because it doesn't even feel like that long. I guess, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's weird.
I had blisters on my feet by the end of it, just by fucking walking around barefoot in that big ass house.
Oh yeah, that house looked huge. I was gonna say that's crazy that Chofi actually got that house for y'all. I'm like, that's insane.
I had to walk down that fucking hallway every single day. I was dying, bro. I had to drink cups of water every 5 minutes.
What?
I was tricking.
What? It wasn't that big? Like, Jesus.
It was big as hell. There was so many places motherfuckers could have been, and I was like, I remember trying to find people, like looking at every single crack and crevice of that bitch, like, hello, like big ass fucking house. It was a nice one. It was crazy.
Right. Well, I guess the next question I have to ask you is about like your music yourself, because like I said, your music is crazy. I'm trying to like think about like the first experience when it came to me interacting with you and your music. Like I can't even. How did we even met? Let's start there first. How did we even met? I forgot about that. It's insane.
Was it MomoCon?
No, because we talked before. Like even then, we talked like long before even then. I don't know if it's like. I think you know what it is. I think one day I was in Pace's server and you were there too.
I think it was something like that.
It's something along those lines. Yeah.
I remember meeting a lot of people in this community for the first time over VC. Like 90% of the people in this community I met for the first time over VC, because obviously, you know, MomoCon, by that point, I had talked to a lot of people already.
Yeah.
But yeah, it may have been we were like in some call. I remember like the first time I genuinely remember like my encounter with you, because I have terrible memory. I have to apologize. Was MomoCon, because I saw you in person.
Yeah, so definitely.
That's what I remember. The most genuine meetings I had with people was MomoCon.
Yeah.
And at that Airbnb when I fucking pulled up in the bow tie for the first time for everybody. That was
oh yeah, that was cool. I was like, wait, is that Jeesh? Because I saw the bow tie first. Funny enough, before I saw your face, I was like, wait, that's Jeesh. That's what I do.
I have to make a good first impression. That's why, you know, I had to pull up, you know.
Yeah.
Looking fresh. So.
Well, actually, speaking of like your bow tie and stuff, that's actually what I was gonna like talk about. Like when it comes to like your music and stuff, like your persona is really interesting. That you have like that scene in like your music videos and stuff like that. That's like really well edited, by the way. Like all your music videos are like nice. Like I love the did you like the balloon one? But also Flip was nice. Those ones are really really good. And you always like wearing your bow tie and stuff. I was like so I wanted to ask, how did you come up with that as a look? You know?
Yeah. Before I answer that real quick, those music videos would not have existed without my editor Zalamer, bro. That is day one, brother. Shouts out to him. That guy is so fucking talented with music video editing, cinematography, because he shot Flip. He didn't shoot Jitty Like Balloon, but he edited it.
Okay.
He is incredibly creative, incredibly talented. Like a lot of my visual style would not exist without him. So shouts out to Zion, bro. That is my day one guy. High school, like fucking love that. That is my fucking brother. But to answer your question, the bow tie is like, I guess I could put it in a way because, you know, I'm not gonna lie about who I am, right? How I was raised. I'm not gonna try to fucking, you know, put tats and chains and fucking fire ass kicks on myself and try to pretend I'm like rapper extraordinaire, because I'm not. You know, I grew up going to church and Sunday best and shit, and the one little spice that I could give to myself, like I did speech and debate in high school and whatnot, and that's like suits and ties. And the one little spice I gave myself, the one little spice I gave myself was, instead of fucking straight down ties, I would wear bow ties because they looked a little fucking silly. And I just kept that image when I went into making music because, you know, I mean, I guess I knew it would make me stand out, but it was also just natural to me. And I wanted to, you know, be myself in the best and goofiest way possible. So I just fucking wore bow ties all the time. I actually, I remember a reaction that Schwabity did to some song I said. He puts it the best. He's like, he has to do that to throw people off. Like,
no, for sure, I definitely get that. Because real quick before you continue, like I said, when it comes to like my first interaction with you, it was definitely like in VC. But for the longest time, I don't think I knew what you looked like. So like when I heard you talk for the longest time, I thought you were like black or something. I swore I thought you were like a black guy or something. So when I saw like this nerdy like little white guy,
I remember that.
I was like, what?
Because
I was like, what?
I remember when. Yeah. I remember when me and Chubbs dropped that little that like phone video for the snippet of Jitty Like Balloon when it released, and that shit went crazy on Twitter because that was the first time a lot of people had seen what I looked like, and like not only was their vision just ruined, it was like a white kid wearing a bow tie and a button-down shirt right next to like motherfuckers from the Florida Trout. Like it was like fucking. Camo was like the most, like Camo said it the most solid way. He's like, Jeesh is white. That shit, I died. I fucking, and I mean, and I remember that time too, because a lot of people were like, oh yeah, like you gotta be fucking black or something. And for a while I was like, you know, what if I fucking just played that off and just never showed people my face, and I was just an artist that people just knew by voice. And it just made them always think that, so that no one would think I'm this awkward, nerdy kid. But you know, I knew that deep down the way to, you know, make myself stand out and be memorable was to show people who the fuck I was. Like, I'm not gonna lie to people. I'm not gonna, you know, lead people astray. I'm gonna be me, so that I can be comfortable doing the shit that I do. And you know, the bow tie and the way that I dress and all that kind of represents that fact. Is that, you know, that's just the way that I show that it's me. Because it's not just like a gimmick that I do. It is like a way to separate myself from people, but it's just that is the realest shit I could ever do, is just wear a fucking bow tie. Bow tie. Not gonna change that. So now, so like, especially just when I was coming into the game, I was just wearing a bow tie. Like now, you know, it's on and off, but just so people knew who the fuck I was when I was coming up. It's just me though, and so that's why I do it.
Okay, that's cool. No, because like I can tell that's so like genuine to like you. Like it seems like a really like real and authentic thing. So like I'm glad that you actually explained all that, because I find that really interesting when it comes to like, you know, creating like a, you know, your artist persona or like, you know, identity. I think it's really dope.
I love hearing people's just absolute bewilderment when they listen to my music and then look at a picture of me, and it doesn't compute.
It doesn't compute.
I always love seeing those reactions. It's just like, what?
You just see this brain circuit.
And you would think people would just be so disappointed that that's the case, but a lot of times it's like that's what draws people to it. It's just like, he doesn't look like you think he'd look, and it's just so much more cool because of that. And this is what people have told me, and I'm like, it's very interesting to hear that.
No, that's so awesome. Like I love that. That's definitely one of my favorite aspects about you as a person for sure. I think it's really awesome. I was going to say before that, damn, I'm trying to like think about what I was going to say. It kind of like slipped my mind. Oh yeah, like not even just like your looks, but like when it comes to like your actual like music, like if you were to describe your music in like in a couple of words, how would you describe it? You know?
Fierce.
Fierce. Okay. He's a bit
There's
zesty with it.
never-
All right.
There's never been a time where I've made some music and I'm trying to be like somber or chill. I haven't made a song where I'm trying to make people turn the fuck up in a long time. Or I think really like I just like to incite reactions in people with what I do, which is why I'm just I'm always fucking turning it up to 11, I guess, with just how weird and fucking zany my shit gets. That's just the style that I've ended up liking, is just bouncy and sporadic and all over the place. And that I had a friend describe it to me recently as to why it was so effective, and it really put a lot of it into perspective. They're just like, every single song you do, I can tell you're having fun with it.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's the best way I can describe it. Is I really am just having fun with it.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to say that shit until they told me that, and I was like, that is genuinely what the fuck it is.
No, that's cool. That's
why
cool.
I enjoy it.
Oh, that's awesome. That's really awesome. I was gonna say, out of like your features or people you collab with within the community, who are like some of your favorites? You know.
I was just talking about this too because somebody just asked me, but Redster. I'll say it
Red,
again.
okay. My boy Red.
Redster, me and him, whenever we make some shit, it's like, bro gets it. Bro understands the assignment every single time. I mean, well, look, I'm not gonna lie and say like everybody's perfect, because there were like one or two times where I was like, Redster's delivered me some unreleased, but I know what to give the artist that I want to work with a lot of times, and every time I give Redster some shit I know he'll go crazy on, he goes fucking crazy. And there was one time, like, Boss Warning took like months to do, but every time we collabed after that, he's been like on the fucking ball.
Okay.
Like he just knows like how to match the vibe that I'm on. He's not like stuck in his own bubble trying to do something. Like, he really is just he's versatile, and he understands how to be versatile and speak the language of the song. I know that's a weird kind of fucking entitled way to say it, but rest of the people that got it. Like, Ty is another good one, just because
nice. Okay.
Ty is talented to his fucking core. You can never go wrong with sending Ty some stuff. I think some of Ty's craziest shit has been his features. So Ty and Red for sure. I'm trying to think, but past them I have to, because those are the ones I talked to people about recently. Past them I have to think. Oh, this guy's very quickly climbing up in my list. Lime King. Turnaround time like a beast. Turnaround time like a fucking beast. Okay. Oh my god, I sent him one shit. He was like, the 19th I get back to Australia, bro. Well, back from America, I got you. That fucking day he did some shit. I was like,
crazy.
What? Bro is like, oh my goodness.
Insane. He's gonna be a big one up if he keeps consistently.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, that element of Lime King is going to just propel him if he really just doubles down on that shit, because how quickly he can turn shit around, how quickly he can just like sit down and write and record a fucking verse and send that shit out. Like, I need to get that. I need to get that good, because I'm slow as hell. I'll like record the shit, send the fucking MP3 ref to the people I'm working with, and then be like, I'll send stems later, and then like 5 weeks later I'll send the fucking stems. I'm terrible. I'll admit it. But he is on the ball, and the people who are on the ball, like, I always want to work more with those people. It is so hard to get people who are just like right there with it. When you get somebody that's like right there with it, you don't want to let those people go, because those people are, that work ethic says volumes.
I bet.
Yeah.
Lion King.
Besides that, I don't really know. I would have to think, but those are the three that come to my head most immediately.
Okay. Yeah, no. Like Lime King, he was like talking about how he's basically when he submitted that cypher submission, he hasn't really done much anything else. Like he does like some small projects, but he doesn't really make like a lot of music. And it's crazy that I'm hearing so much like high praise about him, about like his turnaround time, like his talent, like he's just so raw.
We can't say too much, but Cypher Gang's been changing that. There's a lot of unreleased Lime King. There's a lot of unreleased.
Okay. Retso's like another one that you mentioned too, and I think Retso should be more popular than he is. I feel like he should get way more respect than he does.
Yeah, Retso just needs to drop more.
Yeah, that part.
Red kind of went stagnant.
Yeah.
But every single time he's dropped, it's never been a miss.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Yeah, it's true. Because I think he mostly like works, for the most part, like a lot.
And then, like, I get that. I work too, and I would not have been as stagnant as I was for 7 months until I fucking dropped the shit that I just dropped. But there was a lot of real life shit going on where I had a lot of people involved in the shit that I was doing who I had to wait for, and people kept getting delayed and all that shit. Like when you're trying to like do the shit that I'm doing with like mixers and music video editors and whatnot, and all those people are kind of already established in their own way, and you kind of have to wait for them to finally get around to doing it. You end up waiting when you have such a big project as I did, which is why I was just like, I'm gonna leave it at that. And then also, work was climbing up and shit, so I just had a lot of stuff that was going on. I'll admit my mental wasn't too good for a little bit too, so it was just a lot of stuff I think I had to go through. So I don't regret not dropping it all, because now I know for a fact that I'm never gonna do that shit again.
Yeah.
So sometimes you just gotta go through those moments. So I envy people who are able to just drop, but I understand when people can't. So I get Red's position. I was in it myself.
Yeah, that's really cool. That's really interesting. I'm really happy you decided to come to this podcast today, because so far we talked about like a lot of like crazy like stuff. Like it's really like
thanks for having me.
Yeah, I mean we still have like a couple more questions, but I just wanted to say that because like you're probably
I know. I'm just saying thank you for having me.
Okay. Yeah, because like you're probably like definitely one of my favorite guys, especially since like out of like my episodes so far, you're probably the one I'm probably closest to, I would say, for sure. Yeah, 100%. But speaking of music, you actually had a recent release. It's called Squad Nem. Can you talk about that track a little bit, because that's a fire song.
Thank you. So
and the art's even more fire.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about both of those things.
Yeah.
This song came around very, 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 very impromptu. I was supposed to drop a song with like a whole music video and everything as my coming back release, so I could like come back swinging, but it just kept getting delayed. And then I told people, I was like, fuck it, I'm dropping in August. Y'all are not gonna get another month of me gone. I'm gonna start dropping at least a song a month. I'm not going back to those days. And I was like, all right, we're gonna be ready. We're gonna have all this shit on time. And then I contacted some people that I was working with for stuff that I was doing, and my music video editor wasn't available. So I was like, shit. I told them I'm gonna drop in August. So I had to fucking just scroll through my unreleased shit, and I was like, who or what the fuck can I drop? What beat do I have the rights to? So like I could just fucking quick mix this shit and put it out. Who can I get the fucking like stems from very quickly? And I was like, oh well, Vasto is another one, and that's another one. Vasto, great. Love
Vasto's amazing. I love her.
Vasto's awesome. Yeah, I need to do more songs with him though. Like I have a lot of he produced a lot of shit for me. I have a lot of beats from him that we've been working on, but I just need to get more features from him. You know, cannot be it. I know I have shit where Vasto could just go 110, and I got to get him on that shit. But yeah, I was like, okay, I think this song can go. I DM Vasto, I was like, can I get the stems for this shit? He sent like 5 minutes later. I was like, yes, and I fucking mixed that shit. I drew this cover in like 2 hours. Like I rushed it out. I fucking like just shitted it up together, but that was like the point. Is like it was supposed to kind of look graffiti-esque and random.
Yeah.
And still pretty sketchy. Like I didn't even do line art. This is the sketch. the messy ass fucking lines.
I think that works so well. It works so well. I love that. It works so well.
Yeah. I was thinking a little bit smart. I'll give myself a little bit of credit. Fucking pat on the back. But I had to just put this shit together very fast because, you know, there's like 2 weeks left in the fucking month and I had to drop something on like to let the shit process and go out to stores and all that shit.
Okay.
And so that was squatting them. I can't even remember how I originally ended up recording that shit. I remember Vasto sent me the beat months ago. But this was the one I ended up saying like, yeah, this would be a good one that I can come back with. And so I, you know, whipped up the mix, drew up the cover and just put it out because I was like, I'm gonna not drop anymore. So, you know, I'm glad people received it as it was like a serious drop because this shit was fucking like I was tripping over myself trying to get this shit out, cutting corners and whatnot.
Yeah.
But for sure the next shit, because now I have the dilemma I always wanted to have of what do I drop next. I have a lot of songs I could drop.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Like a lot of projects. It was almost as if it was meant to be in a sense because I sent out a lot of different opens. I was asking for a lot of different beats. And just over the course of like 2 weeks, as I was working on Squad and them, they all just came in. They all just started just filing in, and I'm like, shit. Now I have fucking options. I've never had options. Every single time I've dropped a song ever since like Jitty Like Balloon, it's just been one song that I thought was cool enough to just drop and then just did everything around it. I've never really had like, you know, unfinished songs like sitting for a long time, or at least that many. So now to have like a lot of options, which is good shit. I'm glad I'm in that position because I'm definitely not going nowhere anymore.
Of course, we don't want you to. You're too talented for that. I hope you don't.
I'm done. I'm done sitting on my ass. I really am because that shit was not fun.
Okay.
I started dropping Squad and them and like got back into the motions and I was like, I missed this feeling. I did. So I'm glad to be back.
That's great. No, I love that. What's your I know you said you did it, you know, very like last minute and it was all like in a hurry, but it sounds really, really good. Like it sounds really, really great. I think it's probably like one of my favorite releases from you.
Really?
Yeah. So
like people say that it's like this is back and better than ever at its finest. I'm like, I don't know about that. I freestyled the fuck out of this.
I mean, hey, we get I'm mostly creative and like, you know, best stuff when that stuff happens sometimes, you know. You gotta put a lot of pressure on you sometimes and it brings out the best. But no, I was going to ask you, what is probably one of your favorite aspects about the song? Because I'm very curious about that. Because like I said, it sounds like you're having like a lot of fun in it. Again, like a lot of fun.
Yeah, this is a song I had a lot of fun with. I think my favorite aspect is the beat. Fucking Vasto is an alien.
Oh yeah, Vasto is
like,
crazy.
Oh my goodness. Like when I say like I just have fun with everything I do, like this beat is a perfect example. Like it was just the stupidest, most randomest, most ugly, disgusting shit, and I just it just clicked when Vasto said that shit to me. So I really just that like I can have the most fun when a beat is fun, and this beat's fucking absolute a hoot and a holler. So I think that's my favorite aspect. And then one thing that did become my favorite aspect, of course, when I finished it was the fucking cover art. Oftentimes I will sit back and look at shit that I did like how the fuck did I just do that? And very rarely does that genuinely happen, but this time I was like, I was like, yeah, we kind of did that. I say that humbly. I'm not trying to,
No, I get it. I definitely get it. Like, no, I definitely feel that way about some of the stuff I do. I was like, wow, we actually did that. I think that's a cool
good to
feeling
be
to have.
confident.
Yeah.
It's good to be confident about shit you do. I mean, I know there's the whole set yourself up for failure and everything, but it's like that's kind of the way you gotta tackle shit sometimes. It's just you don't have a lot of time, but just put your best foot forward as much as you possibly can, and that's what I did with this cover. And when I really think about like not just what it ended up being, but like how it came to be, just knowing that entire fucking like aspect of the shit just makes it so much more memorable to me. And that's actually a thing that I can also answer about, you asked about my music style and just my style in general.
Yeah.
Is like the reason I do the covers that I do is because you can make a song, right, and that song can be cool and people can stream it, but I like using the cover to give it an identity.
Cool. You know what's interesting? I was going to ask about your art next. Because you're really talented. You're multi-talented. Not only this guy is... not only is this guy amazing at, like, music, but this guy is fucking amazing at art. And you guys know I'm an artist, and that's also, like, another thing I love about Jeesh. You're so talented on the pen, but in both ways. It's insane. It is crazy how this man has not, like, blew up even more than you already have, because I think you're so talented. I think that's such like a cool aspect about you that people really underrate, in my opinion. Like, that's so awesome. And guys, I've been trying to do something with this guy art-wise for like so long. Like, tell them, like, it's been like what, like a year?
Yeah, he's
annoying. I wanted to do something with you so bad. I don't know what, but like we can find out something we can do for sure.
Yeah, but the time will come. The time will come.
For sure, the time will definitely come. I promise. But yeah, that was my next question. Is like you are like, how do you get these like ideas, and how do you like you think about like your song and like the concept of the song, but then you you put that to, like I guess to your pad or whatever you do, like you draw on, and you fully realize that. And I always look at your covers, I'm like, wow, this illustrates the song so well. Like the one you did with like Shofu was really cool. Like your recent one, you just talked about that one. That one's pretty cool. Like there's so many cool ones. Like the pixel art one with like you, Lex, and like Vaso. That one's awesome. Probably one of my favorite because it reminds me of like the old Pokemon Sprite art.
That's my favorite.
So many good ones.
That cover is my favorite, hands down.
So yeah, let's talk about your art. Continue on what you were going to say about your art.
Yeah. So the way I get a lot of ideas from my cover is just listening to the song and letting my mind just fucking go to a certain point that just thinks of a concept that just sounds like, or that just looks like something you could look at and hear the song at the same time that you're staring at it, and just it makes sense.
Yeah.
Like when I was listening to Without a Doubt, wondering what I was gonna do for the cover, I just imagined me and Shofu floating in the sky, and I'm fucking smoking on bubbles. Like it just made sense in my head to have that be the visual accompaniment to that song. And that's the same way with like a lot of different songs. Like I'll talk about not one of my favorites, my absolute favorite, for that one fucking reason that cover was so good. I want to do so many more pixel art covers, and I have some songs I know that for a fact that are unreleased that I'm going to release that I'm gonna have pixel art covers for, because I fucking know I want to do more of that shit. Like
definitely,
I know
we
fucking talked. Yeah, I know we talked about before the podcast me doing Rano's new profile picture.
Yeah,
I just love pixel art.
Yeah,
I just fucking love doing it.
Yeah, like that one's even fire. Like I was telling him, like, wow, Jeesh did such a good job on that. He needs to do more. This is your calling, dude. You need to do more.
Yeah, I'm opening up the commission soon. I am.
Nice.
Pixelated profile pictures. I'm about to do the whole shit.
Damn.
But that's how I think the reason I love pixel art so much is it's how I got my start in just visual art in general. I don't know if you know the website Smack Jeeves, but it was like an old webcomic website, and like people would rip sprites from video games and like use the assets to make comics.
Oh,
and
cool.
That was kind of like, as a small ass jit, that's what I did. Is just take like sprites from video games and just like use the different like frames and poses to be different like actions and shit, like, you know, draw my own custom faces and the pixel art, custom sprites and all that shit. So I fucking love pixel art. It's very deeply ingrained in the core of my body. So I think that's why it just feels therapeutic oftentimes to do pixel art, which is why I want to do more of it. Because I love video games that are pixelated. I love I say this with some of my friends, my close friends from college. If it's over 16-bit, I don't give a 16 shit. Like, I really
I love that.
I love pixelated shit. I love old retro games, all that shit.
That's cool.
Yeah. So
Awesome.
Talking about, you know, specifically, a lot of times I will have a visual or like a mental image in my head of like how I want the cover to be, but a lot of times when I go to draw it, it won't, you know, because maybe I'm just not skilled enough with certain aspects of art. It just doesn't come out the way that I want it to, like shading wise or color wise. Like, I remember I was sweating trying to shade the Without a Doubt cover. That's the most detailed shading job I've ever fucking done, and it still didn't come out the way I wanted it to. But and like that happens so often where I'm just like, I know what I want to make this cover look like, and I'm just not good enough to make it look that goated. But fucking, you know, I had the mental image. I knew it was pixel art. I knew I wanted it to be me, Lax, and Vasto with fucking spirit animals.
Mm-hmm.
And when I sat back and looked at the finished product, that is the most any time in my life that I've ever felt like this is the closest to the mental image I've ever gotten.
Wow.
That's why I love that cover. That's why I love that cover so much.
Wow, that's so sweet.
It's just like it's a 99. It's like everything's usually like an 80 or like a 75. Like, that shit was so fucking close to how I imagined it. And that's why I think a lot of people like that cover too. Like, because of how much like intent I give to my covers, I see that it's infectious. I see that it's a reason people remember, you know, my songs and shit, because they remember the covers and how cool that shit was. And that just adds to more people checking out the song. That adds to more people remembering the song. And just, you know, they know if they see the cover, just the cover, or if they listen to just the song, they're gonna think of the other. They're gonna think of the vice versa. Because I really like giving that visual support to the song, because it's really just about giving it a narrative, almost like giving it it's storytelling in a way. For songs that are just me saying random bullshit like Squad and them was, you're thinking, who the fuck is this crazed Jeesh with energy inside his body and Vasto's little face with the star and the plus sign eyes? Like, it's why people think that, you know, a lot of my covers past So What were still like the So What universe. It's kind of funny. Because I've always been like, before I was rapping, I was a storyteller. Like, I would do fucking stories and visual comics and shit all the time. So I wanted to continue doing that in a certain way. And I was like, I could either make music that accompanies the visual art, or I could make visual art that accompanies the music, and I would rather do the latter.
I was about to say, in another lifetime, you probably would have been like a great animator or like a comic book artist, I imagine.
Yeah. Probably still in this lifetime. Who fucking knows? 10 years from now, I might quit rap and just make an anime. Like,
that'd be insane. I would love that. That'd be crazy.
Yeah. It's a pseudo bucket list thing, kind of. I do want to end up doing like shows and animated shit and whatnot. Just because I draw and do art so much, or like do comics or something when I'm older. I don't know. Like, there's a lot of stuff that I want to do. But rap is definitely, music is the most grounded thing for me right now. So that's why I'm pushing it, because I fucking love doing that shit.
Okay. There's actually I've been told you. I'm sure this has come across like one of our conversations before, but I recently graduated from animation school this year, and that's kind of what I wanted to do. That. Yeah. That was before MomoCon. You know what's funny? I don't know if you saw the post online, but the same day I graduated, the same day I flew to MomoCon.
Yes, I do remember that.
Yeah, yeah,
Because you
yeah.
mentioned like that I was at MomoCon. I was like, you just graduated. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people were like, Nez, you're insane. Like, your day must have been so tiring. You graduated and then flew over to Atlanta like the same day. Like, that's crazy.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah.
you say goodbye to a lot of people and then meet a lot of people.
Yeah. It's crazy. It was a very emotional day. But yeah, that's basically what I'm doing now. Like, I'm making like an art portfolio. I guess I can show you like some of it actually. After the podcast. But yeah, like I'm making like a portfolio about storyboarding, character design, stuff like that. Because that's what I want to do. That's what I'm most interested in. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
Storyboarding, character design. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because I like storytelling and I also like designing characters. I think it's such like a dope thing. So that's what I'm gonna do. And hopefully if it all works out, some studio might pick me up and the rest can be history. Yeah.
One of the I'm cheering for you.
Thanks. That means so much. Thanks, bestie.
No problem. One of the funnest things I think in my art is collaboration, like working with people. And that is a fun thing. That's one of my favorite things to do. And one of my favorite things as a result of that is drawing the people that I work with on my covers, and incorporating them into this universe that I'm building for this song, and like the cover and the visuals and whatnot. Like I remember being so excited doing the rollout art for So What, like the countdown of all the people that were featured on that project. And like a lot of the people that I worked with on that EP didn't really have like a visual identity like that. Or didn't really have music videos out, didn't really have Instagram pictures out of themselves, didn't really have like a memorable insignia to them. And so being able to kind of like give them one that people remember them by was very fun. It's character design. Like I was kind of designing them as a character, and people just know a lot of those people for their stuff now. Or for like one that I love boasting about. Like I did this with no consent at all, but I kind of just gave Basto that whole pink star or like green star, pink plus sign eyes. Like that's because Gla Gla cover. Like he had the glasses that had and everything. When for the So What rollout, I gave him those fucking eyes and that big old fucking grin. Like,
that's cool.
Because I know he probably doesn't have like a solid visual like mental image that people have of him when they think about him. Besides like him in the Glow Gang hoodie.
Yeah,
that's like his most early one. Which I use for but being able to sort of imagine people in my own fantastical ways is always fun. Like another one of my favorites is another one of my favorites is I think it's from So What. I think it's fucking damn, I'm trying to remember. I think it was Pete kind of already has his own image, but I love like that's the other side of the spectrum is when they have their own like unique insignia. Like Pete has his like colored smoke and Zazan and shit and the glasses and everything with the rainbow colors. Being able to put my own spin on that was fun. So drawing Pete for the So What rollout was awesome. I just really like making people look exciting from my covers. It just adds so much more.
I bet that's amazing. I think one of my favorite covers. What? Wait a minute. I think I might be thinking about something else. Actually, I think someone else did that. But I think one of my personal favorite covers from you, besides like the Shofu one with you and him, because that one's really really cool. It's just one like. Is other one that I haven't talked about that we haven't brought up, and it's very distinct, and I can't find it. I've been trying to think about it the whole time, and it's been.
Is it on my Spotify?
Maybe. It was like if I remember correctly, it was like maybe you and Yayu, maybe.
Yayu.
And I'm just like making up stuff in my mind. I think it was you and Yayu.
Could not recall.
Yeah, but
yeah, you have one.
Yeah, but it was like some cool like cover that I really loved. I'm sure it'll come back to me. I'm sure it'll come back to me later on if I can think about it.
One of my other favorites is Rinse and Repeat, turning me and Shofu into janitors.
Oh yeah, that one's fun. That one's a really fun one. That's a really fun one. I love that one. I think that one's probably one of your goofier ones, but I think that works though. I think that works a lot.
I just love being able to figure out how to design something off of a song rather than how to make a song off of a visual design. That's why I fucking love, making covers for music pieces. The fucking shit that even the shit that I did for Pete, I know it's fucking like One Piece limited, and I have to make some like he's Buggy and he's Shanks, but even still, I was like, I'm gonna claim the person who started this fucking trend of just Pete having covers of every other nerdcore artist just getting beat the fuck up. I started that shit. That was my idea.
Was it? Because I was going to mention that too, because that was a really fun one. But I was like, wait, I don't think that's yours, is it?
Yeah, the one of him as Shanks walking onto the boat, and just like his hockey is so strong that everybody around him just flops dead.
So cool.
Out.
Like the staging for that one is so nice. Everybody's like on the ground.
Like, all these different fucking nerdcore artists just like falling down. Like fucking Ham's there, Schwab's there, Breeton's there, Chubbs is up front. Fucking this Politicus is little like League of Legends.
Politicus, that one made me so sad because he's so cute. I was like, why would you do that to him? God damn it.
Yeah, like funny little Easter egg fun fact. Zach B is in the back somewhere. He's just very small. I don't even think I don't think A Loud colored him or noticed that he was there.
What?
Those lines were him, but I drew Zach B back there. I think he just made him like gray.
Wait a minute, I didn't find this. I didn't know that.
I gotta pull it up because I can't remember where he is.
Minute. Is he really that small?
No, he's very, very small. I have to.
I need to wait. I want to paste has it on his page somewhere. That's so cool.
Wait a second. I'm gonna look for it too because I could pinpoint it out.
My bad.
Oh, I fucking forgot he changed his PFP recently. Excuse me.
Oh yeah, he changed it to his new one.
Here it is. There. So, damn, it's so fucking hard to tell. He's like, oh man, because A-Loud added the glow and shit too. He's right below. He's the gray like blob right below Breeton in the back right. He's right below Breeton.
Oh, okay. Oh wait a minute.
That was supposed to be Zach B's little fucking Lucas silhouette character that he has.
Did you post it somewhere?
It's wait. What do you mean? Did I post it somewhere?
Oh, I thought you like shared it in like a chat or something. I was like, oh.
No. Hold on. I'll screenshot it.
Okay.
He's like that little gray block right there. I'm gonna fucking DM it to you.
Okay, bad.
That little gray block right there.
Okay, I was like, what's this like Will Waldo or some shit like that?
It damn near is, and it's so funny because he's got the same like striped shirt.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, right here. He's like right in between. Because I remember, damn, my screenshot is still too small. But he's like that little gray block right in between Pete's cape and Breeton, fucking passing out and foaming at the mouth.
That is absolutely hilarious. I do see it.
Yeah, it's so hard to tell, but he has a little fucking tuft of hair, and like you can see like two of the stripes on his shirt.
Yeah. That's amazing though, because like I think it's cool when like artists like, I don't know if that was like intentional, but like kind of like a Easter egg within like the art piece.
Yeah,
like you had to like find it, you know.
And then ever since Yonko Music, now you have fucking Face Off. He had some nerdcore artists in the body pile. The Chainsaw Man one. Step When I Step. He had a Johnny draw everybody like turning up and crying because they were getting controlled by Doflamingo Pete. Like, I'm claiming that fucking trend is me. I started that shit with Yonko Music, which is fucking Pete killing all the other nerdcore artists because he's so fucking above them. I'm standing on that shit, but I love doing that cover. That cover was awesome.
Yeah, that's really awesome, man. And that's like another thing about your art. It's just like your art style. Like it's so clean, but you have like a lot of like variety to it. That it keeps it
I do
interesting.
not think it is clean at all. There's still a lot of shit I could clean up about my shit. I think it's more messy than anything else, but in like a
What?
way that makes
No.
sense. I guess maybe.
Yeah, because
Um,
I think the way how you not only like the drawing style, but how like you stage like each of your drawings from like whether it's like a top down perspective, whether it's like a wide shot like the one we just talked about with like all the like the Nordcore people, like that one's really cool, or is it if or even it's like something like simple, like it's really cool. Like I like how you approach things. So I personally think that they're cool.
yeah, thank you. Yeah, I remember at first when I came into this community, I tried to make my covers suck on purpose. Like Jitty Like Balloon is a very simple ass cover
Hmm.
because I wanted people to focus on the fact that I was an artist because I knew that this community was all about like if they knew that I was like an artist like I drew shit, they'd just ask me way more to like draw covers and get commissions for that, and they wouldn't care about the fact that I made music. So I tried to make the focus on music and not do too many covers, but at some point I was just like, fuck it. I know this vision I want to do and I want to do it, and I just kept fucking doing it. So I love that shit too much to not do it. I guess.
Yeah, no, that's really amazing. Well, speaking of that, I think actually, no, I think that's pretty much all the questions I really have today. Is there anything that you wanted to say before you ended? Because I,
Mm.
because I always ask everybody at the end of the podcast if there's anything they want to say or any like good advice you want to give to people who are also coming up in the community. Who wants like I guess in your case he wants like make like art or like music. Any like solid inspirational advice you can give to like the people back at home that's watching.
Yeah, it's hard to see, but on my whiteboard here, it is full of quotes that I have heard,
Okay.
that I've been writing down because they're like very inspirational. I heard one just the other day. I have to write up there. Oh yeah, the one I haven't written up there. You know what? Let's do it on the podcast right now. I'm gonna
Okay.
write this fucking quote down right here.
Okay. All
And
right.
then read off a few more of these. It was uh a man who, because I've been meaning to write this down, a man who is picky about his food was never hungry
Okay.
in the first, I'm running out of room, place. I'll have to rewrite this later. But a man who is picky about his food was never hungry in the first place. That is one that I have learned recently. That
Oh,
is
okay.
fucking
Interesting.
bars. If you want to do something, do it. And
Mm-hmm.
this fits for me mainly because I mean, small little personal anecdote. When I first came into this community, I just wanted to work with like Redster, Odwin, Pete, and them, and maybe Mari until he turned into Nerdcore. I didn't really want to work with the Nerdcore people. I know I
Oh.
had a reputation for a while as the Nerdcore hater.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
yeah, because I just didn't want to get stuck in that community just making songs that was limited to whatever the trend was or
Yeah.
whatever anime they were talking about or whatever character they represented, whatever fucking weekly, bi-weekly upload schedule they were in because they were content creators on YouTube. It just didn't feel like the type of music that I wanted to make, and I didn't want to get involved in them doing ciphers and shit because a lot of them also just what I said was their fan. There's fans before the or there's nerd fans before they're rappers and rappers before they're nerd fans, and there's a lot of people who are rappers before they're nerd fans and a lot of people who are nerd fans before they're rappers. A lot of these nerdcore artists not that good. So, but what I've realized is, and I kind of just over time as I was working in this community of just like online artists, that just happen to be so closely related to nerdcore because Shofu and them is I've been working with them, so they're kind of like Rustage and Shofu are intertwined, and so everybody just knows everybody. And what I realized is that exact phrase: "A man who was picky about his food was never hungry in the first place." I should be getting placements on these big fucking nerdcore artist ciphers. I should be working with these fucking people. Like Ty Wild got that DPS verse and went crazy. I
Yeah.
didn't realize that until I really thought about it. I was like, why am I saying no to this shit? This is like free publicity because they fuck with me.
Yeah.
And I feel kind of bad for forcefully just pushing that shit off because I had some expectation or something. So that was
Yeah.
definitely good.
Yeah, I find that to be like a lot of the case with like some people who are like, are like adjacent to the community or somehow related to the community. They often like think that about no quote, but then they often get that turn
Mhm.
a new leaf and they just go for
Yeah.
it.
I
Yeah.
mean, I still have a standard. Like, there's some artists I'm still probably not gonna work with,
Which is
but
fair. Which is fair. Yeah.
the mentality I see it as is, or the mentality I see it with is, um, I come in there to make that shit infinitely better.
Yeah.
I come in to body whatever the fuck they give me, so that they come and see my shit. Don't care
Mhm.
that it's not nerdcore and stay with me just because they fuck with me. You use every outlet that you're given. You are another one that I don't have written down, but no matter where it's no matter where you are, you're right where you belong.
Okay.
Um, that's another one. Because man, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something else. Um, oh yeah, another big thing that Momocon did was it made me realize something.
Mhm.
Um, because that was still back when I was kind of like, "You nerdcore, get away from me." But you know, they were all there. There were some people I knew. Ty was there.
Yeah.
A few other people that I knew were there. Mari was there. And I just ended up going to this Airbnb with just a bunch of nerdcore artists that I kind of distanced myself from because I was like, "You're nerdcore." And what I found out was I may not be the biggest fan of some of their music, but they are some very incredible people, some wonderful people to talk to, some amazing friends.
Mhm.
Um, the way that I see them all interact with each other is just it could make it could put a smile on anybody's face. These guys are so close
Yeah.
off of what they're passionate about, and I cannot hack them for a lot of their work ethic. Nerdcore artists have a lot of work ethic that I could learn from,
Mhm. For
honestly.
sure.
So yeah, I mean, you don't have to be the biggest fan of their music, but these are cool fucking people, and I will go to MomoCon every single year to meet every single one of them. So that was cool. Another one is uh, hard work beats talent when talent fails to work hard. That one
Oh.
we just talked about.
Mhm.
We're talking about the fucking work ethic. That
Yeah.
one's huge. Hard work beats talent when talent fails to work hard. A lot of
I
these
like that one.
motherfuckers
I
that
like
are
that one.
good, a lot of these motherfuckers that are good and not dropping. Why you think them nerdcore artists are making better numbers than you, brother? Dropping a song a week.
Mhm.
So you know what I'm saying? Um, Plans are useless. Planning is essential. Is another good one. Whoever wants to
Mhm.
use that one, that's good. Like, because you can plan, you can plan. Planning is very important, but plans often end up being useless. A lot of shit's gonna go wrong. Just plan to not have plans work out, pretty much.
Okay.
Um, and then my favorite one, and this is the ultimate saying. This is the one I'll use to answer your question of do you have any advice you want to give to people? Is the phrase finished, not perfect.
Oh.
Finished, not perfect. You're not going to get everything right.
Mhm.
A lot of people are still learning what to do, but the most important thing is that you're putting stuff out.
Mhm.
Another big reason why I wasn't dropping shit for 7 months is nothing just seemed like the right song to come back with. And I ended up having to rush out and scramble to fucking make covers and mixes and shit for Squad and them because I know that it's finished, not perfect. And that's the shit that I think pushes a lot of people to keep releasing and keep putting stuff out there so people know them, so people see the content that they do and they push themselves up higher. and people aren't just holding on to shit until they figure out how to do it the exact perfect way. Because a lot of the time, a lot of thing that I've realized, or not a lot of things, but a thing that I've realized is a lot of people think the shit that is absolute bottom of the barrel to some of us is just incredible. Like, I don't think Squad of Them is that good, but like you and a lot of people I've talked to are saying like this is one of the best songs I've ever heard from you. So that's finished, not perfect. It's just
Okay.
understanding that mentality and just putting stuff out there. Put yourself out there. That's
Hmm.
the biggest thing. Stick to that grind, stick to that schedule, that consistency. Um, and the recognition will come in. That's the phrase that I leave as the one that I mainly want to use. So
That's so cool. Like,
you
no, I
want
think
something,
that.
do it.
Hmm. I think that's the I think that's something that's going to touch somebody out there for sure. Someone definitely needed to hear that. I think that's really
Mm.
perfect advice in my opinion. Every quote you
I did. That's why
shared
I
is
had it written
amazing.
down.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think with all the quotes you gave us today, I think those are really gonna, touch somebody at home or someone who's like, just watching this podcast. Again though, but like thank you for like coming through. Thank you for
Oh, thank you for
just
having me. This time
agreeing.
I'll say thank you for having me because we're done.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think that's so amazing. We talked about a lot of cool stuff today. A lot of interesting conversations I loved. Um, so I guess for the final thing, you can plug yourself, where can people find you?
Hey, people can find me all over the place. I am omnipotent. I'm on SoundCloud. I'm on Spotify. My
Mm-hmm.
music on iTunes. My music on Deezer. My music on Twizzler. My music on Fruit
Teaser?
Roll Up.
Interesting.
My music every goddamn where. It's on Instagram. Oh, you can find my account on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. Bullshitting.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, X. I'm on X bullshitting. I'm on fucking Reds, even though I'm not doing shit on that dumbass app no more. I'm on
Yeah.
TikTok, even though I don't do shit on that dumbass app no more. I'm on fucking Facebook. I gotta find out how to make a MySpace. No, I don't.
MySpace?
But
What?
I'm anywhere that you usually are. I probably am. Usually it's Jeesh.
Mm-hmm.
At it's Jeesh, ITSG YouTube, obviously, all my music videos and shit go there. My visuals. Um, yeah, I'm everywhere. Squatting them out now. Go stream that shit. That's a fun ass song.
Yeah.
More Jeesh, more Jeesh on the way. New Jeesh is on the motherfucking
Oh,
way. Very very
actually,
soon.
you know what? I was
I
gonna
promise
ask
that.
that if there's any like stuff in the future that you're probably gonna do. I was gonna ask that question, but I forgot.
There's
Mm.
more. There's music videos plural in the works. There are
Oh,
songs
okay.
plural in the works. There is It used to be a little bit more of an immediate future, but now I'm pushing a little bit back because I kind of want to build myself up to it so that it works well. But full length project. I'm thinking about it. It's far off, far off. Don't expect it soon, but I'm thinking about it. Full length, no EPs. Like so what? Full length G project. Thinking about that shit. So we got a whole lot of stuff in the works. Fucking I'm Twitch streaming now every fucking week.
Right, I was
Fucking
going to
around with
say that
Twitter.
too, guys. He has a Discord. Please join it. I'm in the Discord
Join my
too.
Discord. Put that. I'll figure out if I can give you the link or whatever for when this video goes out. Follow my
Yeah,
Twitch too. I'm on Twitch too
yeah,
now.
definitely
Just
follow
fuck
him.
around.
Actually, one of the people he
Yeah,
actually encouraged you to do it. I
yeah. I
remember
mean,
that.
do it.
Yeah, just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm minding my goddamn business on that fucking Twitch house.
Yeah, for
Come
sure.
fuck around with me. Fuck
Yeah,
around,
and if
find
you
out.
guys love Pokemon MMO, that's what we're here for. But that's what a lot of people are there
Run that
for.
bitch up. Best game of all time. Best game of all time. Run that bitch up with me.
Yeah, we were talking about the Johto expansion. I didn't know they didn't have Johto
Mhm.
until a few weeks ago.
Just added that shit. I'm going loud. I'm going crazy. We
Uh,
all going crazy. The last stream I had, it was a fucking battalion of buffoons
oh,
just walking around. It was so funny. We
that's
have a fun
amazing.
time. I look forward to it.
That's also another thing we should do. We should actually do like a Twitch stream sometime with each other. I don't know what we will play, but we should do it.
Oh yeah, no, I'm trying to. I want to. I was talking to Stargirl about when we fucking stream Core Keeper. I fucking
Oh
love
yeah.
Core Keeper. I put her on the fucking Core Keeper. I'm like, we got to do a Core Keeper weekly stream now. If she like that shit that much, I will fuck that weekly Core Keeper bits up. Like, I fucking love that game.
You're really
So
into it. What is that game even about
yeah.
anyway?
It's it's top down Terraria craft. It's a mixture of Minecraft, Terraria, fucking I don't know what else. Junk Jack. If people know what Junk Jack is, that's a goated app game on the iPhone. Old
Mm.
game, but classic. It's like a Minecraft Terraria copy, but it's just basically crafting game top down. Beautiful pixel graphics. You know I'm about my fucking pixel graphics. And it's just a really fucking just beautiful explore game. Like it's man, just play it. Get Core Keeper. Best game of 2020 something. I don't know when it came out, but it's still the best game to this day. Love that
Hey,
fucking
if
game. Shit
any
is goated.
hey if any of the Core Keeper devs are in the chat or whatever or watching this, sponsor
Hey,
Jeesh. He should.
Pratt, hold on, what's his name? Pratt. It's some different. It's a name for like a different country. I'll follow this motherfucker.
Oh, do? Oh, okay. You're really into it then.
Frederick Prantar. I hope I'm
Okay.
saying that right. Frederick Prantar. It's the A with the two dots over it. Prantar. Frederick Prantar. Follow me. Let me sponsor y'all. Let me do a stream. Let me do a stream for y'all. Let me
Yeah.
do a little,
Okay.
you know.
Yeah. Hit up
All right,
Jeesh. Hit
you
up
know.
Jeesh. You know.
I fucking love it. I fuck that up. Let me make an update. Let me put a boss in there or something.
Ah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool.
Put
They let you
glasses.
do that.
Sorry, I want to let you finish. Sorry, I just thought of something. Put fucking glasses in that game. Put glasses in Core Keeper, please. Let my little boy wear PokeMMO 2 devs. PokeMMO devs, put glasses in this fucking game so I can wear some glasses. Please. God damn it. I don't need a bow tie. Just put fucking glasses in the game, please.
Man, they should just give you your own skin. You know, the Jeesh X whatever
Damn
collab.
near. Damn near.
That would
The
be
Jeesh X Pokemon
amazing.
collab. Jeesh X Pokemon collab.
That would make
Glasses
so
in the
much money. That'd be
game. Hey,
crazy.
I'll give him the money to do it. Shit.
Insane. But yeah, I think it's gonna be the end of the podcast. Like I said, you guys know what to find us. We gave you guys our information. But
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
thank you guys for coming and keep in tune. Stay in tune for next week. I actually do not know the guest for next week, so I can't even like cheekily I can't even like even like allude to it because I even don't even
The
know.
next guest is a human being.
Nah, it's some alien or something. They're probably gonna be from Florida or some shit. Like I said, it's like a whole different
Me
planet over
again,
there.
part two.
Oh God, imagine. No, maybe I would definitely wouldn't mind having you back on. Actually, I think that'd be fun. Maybe sometime in the future for sure. But
For
yeah,
sure.
okay, that's gonna be it for today, guys. Bye, guys. See you later. Peace.
And then like I send him the verse, and then he sends me a voice message, and he's like, "Yo!" And I'm just like, "Bro, you're fucking crazy, bro."
That's amazing.
Like,